Not everyone can stand in the dark with you and wait for the light, and that's okay. It might hurt, but it's okay. You must understand that not everyone is equipped for every part of your journey in life. And most definitely, not everyone is equipped for this particular part of it. Some people will fall off, some people will love you from a distance, some people will rejoice in your pain. Yep. Some people will be rude and insensitive. And you know what? That's life and that's people. Don't allow it to make you bitter. Don't allow it to make you angry. And don't allow it to make you feel hopeless. Out of all of this, a few people will hold you up, walk with you, love on you, pray for you, be with you, gently help you to find the light again. Cherish those people, love on them, and thank God for His love displayed through them, that He allow you to have people. You may not have who you want, or you may not have who you think should be there, but you're going to have people that God placed around you to hold your hands, to help you, to nurture you, to love on you. And in some cases, you might have the people that you want, right? And that is a blessing. I don't want you to take it for granted. If you have friends that were with you before transition and then they're still with you in transition and they help you through and they love you through it and they walk with you through it, you are blessed beyond measure. Be grateful. Don't waste time thinking about who wasn't there. Hi guys! welcome back to my channel, Becoming Marsha. And we are currently in, well, oh man, we're at the end of a series that we were calling From the Messy Middle to Becoming His. Today is the final episode of that series. If you are here for the very first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Make yourself at home, look around, get caught up on the previous episodes. This series had 12 episodes, so go feel comfortable, get caught up. We were talking in this series about transitions, the different seasons that we walk through as women, whether it's empty nesting, loss of a job, loss of a loved one, a divorce, infertility, grief, whatever it is, we are walking through it together. We even talked about my messy middle of divorce and how I'm healing and dealing with it. How am I moving forward? So that's what we've been doing. And so today, this episode feels a little bit different because over the last several weeks, we've talked about a lot together. We have talked about a lot, and a lot of it was heavy. And I'm so thankful that you were there with me through the shift, through the grief, through the rebuilding, the questions: who am I? Where do I belong? And even some tears, let's be honest, even some tears, but all in the journey of becoming. And over the last couple of days, I've really been reflecting on this season and what it's actually taught me. Not what I expected to learn, but what I needed to learn. And there are a lot of lessons, a lot of things that stood out to me, a lot of moments. But today I want to talk about some of those moments that stood out to me the most and what I think that I've learned a lot of, or what I think that I've learned that I'll take through life and that I want to share with you in case you're watching this and you're going through your own messy middle. I think that it will help you. So I think I have 7 or 8 things that I want to share with you. So if you're ready for this episode, are you ready for this episode? Let's go. Y'all, leave me alone. I am back for episode number 2 with a hat. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And I don't feel so happy. I don't know why, but I feel happy. I don't know. I don't know. Next episode, I might have on a hat. I can't promise. I may not. I, I, I don't know. I don't know. But we're here now. So let's do this. So, lesson number 1: life can change quickly. I think that's one of the biggest things that I've learned. One thing the messy middle has taught me is how quickly life can change. Things you thought were stable, things you thought would not shift, can shift. You know, things you thought that things that you think will last forever can really change. And that reality changes you. The reality of your life shifting right in front of you in a way that you never imagined, I have learned that that is very possible and it can happen. You know, you look around and you see people around you going through different things, and you never think that you would be one. And so, that reality of you can go to sleep one night, everything is perfectly fine and everything is normal. And then you can wake up the next day and life as you know it is done. Life as you know it has changed in a way that you would have never imagined. You couldn't have imagined. You couldn't have made this up. For sure, you didn't think it would be you. So, lesson number one is life can shift. Life as you know it can change at any moment. And that's not to scare you or to make you um, fearful. It's just the reality of you have to live your way in a way that you have a solid anchor, you make meaningful relationships so that when the time comes for you to be there for someone, you can be a source of strength for someone. And so that whenever, if you ever need someone to be a source of strength for you, you have them because you're part of community, and you've developed something sweet, something beautiful, so you don't have to walk through the surprising realities of life by yourself. That's lesson number one. Lesson number two, you can survive more than you think. You don't have to run. You can sit in a moment and you can survive something hard and you don't have to run from it. I have learned that people are stronger than they realize. Not because we don't feel pain, but because somehow by grace, by God's grace, we keep going. We go through hard things. I look around at life and I look around at people and I see people going through hard things every day, and they pick up and they move forward. They pick up their pieces and they move on. They pick up and they keep going. And so it's such a beautiful reality that you can go through something hard and you can survive. And there's so much examples around you, me being one, that life can shift in a way that you never imagined and you can still be okay. Not that it wouldn't hurt, not that it wouldn't cause you some pain, some sleepless nights, some cries, some tears, maybe some friends, but you'll survive. What I want to add to that is, what did I say? You can survive more than you think. You can survive more than you think. You also don't need as much as you think you do to survive. We think that we need all these things to survive and to live. But if life really came down to it, you'll realize that half the things that you think you need to live and be happy, you don't really need, you know? This experience has been a shedding experience for me in a beautiful way. A lot of things I realized that I thought that I need, a lot of things that I've collected, a lot of things that I've invested money in foolishly, I realized I don't really need. They don't bring me no form of happiness. They're just there. They're just props, more or less. And they're just, everybody like nice things and so on and so forth. But when it really comes down to it, these things don't add much value to your life. The people that you love, the, relationships, your purpose, things that's rewarding, pleasing God, those things add more value than material things ever can. Moving right on. Lesson number three, healing is not linear and is not on a timeline. It will look different from what you think. You cannot conjure up in your mind what you think your healing is going to look like. I learned that healing isn't neat. Some days it feels strong, some days it feels weak, some days you laugh, some days you grieve over and over again, some days you cry, some days you sleep, some days you binge movie. Or binge movies. Some days you don't want to talk to nobody. You don't want to see the world. Some days you just want to isolate and be left alone. Some days you don't know how to stop the pain and you don't know what will stop the pain. And all that is okay. There isn't a test at the end of grieving, right? There isn't a test at the end of the grieving process. Someone is now waiting at the end with a pen and paper judging how well you did. So take your time, day by day. Give yourself grace. Be patient with yourself. It's not going to look how you think it would look. And some of the things that affect you would not even be things that you think would affect you, but it's okay. Give yourself grace and take it one day at a time. Lesson number 4, God can meet you here too. God is right here too with you. And maybe that is the biggest thing I've learned is that God is present here with me, not just in the breakthrough, not just on the victory that's going to be at the end of this, but He's in the middle. And with Him, I can still have joy in all that is happening. And I'll share more on that later, but I have truly found what joy is. And it's not happiness. Surprise, surprise, is not happiness. I am going to talk some more. I want to do a whole episode on biblical joy because I believe that I found it. And once you find it, it's such a beautiful thing, especially in the middle of grief. I digress, so let's move right on. But in the middle of the confusion, in the middle of the rebuilding, in the middle of the becoming, He's in it all. He's in every part of transition. All of it, He's there for. Okay, lesson number 5. You don't have to rush becoming. You don't have to rush this season of your becoming. I've learned that you don't have to rush your healing process. You don't have to force it. You don't have to rush to get clarity. You don't have to rush to become. You don't have to pretend that you're okay. You don't have to do all those things. You can take your time. You don't have to rush. You don't have to pretend that you're okay before you truly are. You don't have to rush the here and the now. You don't have to rush through because if you rush through this process, you're going to get at the end of it half cooked, half baked. And that is not what you want. Let this process do what it's supposed to do in you. Let patience have it work in you. Let grief and pain and suffering do what it's going to do because you might actually be pleasantly surprised with the person that emerges out of all of this. Lesson number 6, protect your heart. One second. Lesson number 6, and this is a really big one. This is a big one. When you are grieving, your sense of judgment is off, is distorted, right? By pain and sometimes by shame. So you have to be very intentional about the decisions that you make during this time, how you respond to people, especially the ones that you love and the ones that love you, the ones who are with you, supporting you. Be slow to anger, be slow to judgment, be slow to writing people off because they didn't do this or they didn't do that. Confess over your heart every day. I have been confessing the word of God over my heart every day. Create within me a pure heart and renew a steadfast spirit within me. Because when you're hurt and when you're going through things, your vision is skewed. You can't trust what you're seeing because it is blurred by an insurmountable amount of pain, hurt, regret, shame, all these things. So your ability to accurately judge situations may not be right. So try your best not to make lasting and permanent decisions in this moment. Give yourself time. If those are decisions that you have to make, they will still be there. Those decisions will still be there at the end of all of this. It's still going to be there tomorrow. It's still going to be there a year from now, 6 months from now. But don't be so quick to write people off because they said something wrong. Because during this time, people can be very offensive. Not everyone knows how to deal with grief. But don't be so quick to stop talking to people because they didn't call you or because you didn't see them. All these things can hurt, but don't be in a rush to make a decision right now. Protect your heart at all costs. Don't burn relationships in this moment that you might need in the future, relationships that you might can work things through. You can talk about how they handle you right now. You can talk about what you are disappointed about or hurt, but don't make no lasting decisions on important things. That is friends, that is family, that's relationships, that is major things. And if you must, get a second opinion of someone that you trust, someone that you know is going to have a sound judgment, one that's in your best interest. Okay? Promise me that. Lesson number 7, and this is a big one too. Not everyone is sensitive to your pain. This one is big, and this is a big one too. Lesson number 7. This is a big one too. Not everyone is sensitive to your pain or even know how to handle it. Not everyone can stand in the dark with you and wait for the light, and that's okay. It might hurt, but it's okay. You must understand that not everyone is equipped for every part of your journey in life. And most definitely, not everyone is equipped for this particular part of it. Some people will fall off. Some people will love you from a distance. Some people will rejoice in your pain. Yep. Some people will be rude and insensitive. And you know what? That's life and that's people. Don't allow it to make you bitter. Don't allow it to make you angry. And don't allow it to make you feel hopeless. Out of all of this, a few people will hold you up, walk with you, love on you, pray for you, be with you, gently help you to find the light again. Cherish those people, love on them, and thank God for His love displayed through them, that He allow you to have people. You may not have who you want, or you may not have who you think should be there, but you're going to have people that God placed around you to hold your hands, to help you, to nurture you, to love on you. And in some cases, you might have the people that you want, right? And that is a blessing. I don't want you to take it for granted. If you have friends that were with you before transition and then they're still with you in transition and they help you through and they love you through it and they walk with you through it, you are blessed beyond measure. Be grateful. Don't waste time thinking about who wasn't there. Okay, so I think those were 7 things, reflection on this journey. And when I look back now, I realized that this season wasn't taking things from me, it was shaping me. It was shaping me, and I love what I'm beginning to see in me, right? It was stretching me, humbling me, deepening me, bringing me to a higher sense of humility, forgiveness, and gratitude. Just gratitude. I see things so much differently, and I'm so, so, so grateful. I used to think I was a grateful person, but I believe now that I am a grateful person. I'm so grateful to God for everything that He has allowed me to have in this lifetime. And while I would never wish this season on anyone, or I would never say this season was easy, I can say this. I'm not the same person who I used to be. I'm not the same person that entered this season. The person that's coming out of this season is different. The woman that's coming out of this season is different. So if you're in your own messy middle right now, I want you to know that this season will not last forever. It might feel that way sometimes, but trust me, there's an end date to this season. You will breathe again. You will breathe differently. You will smile again. You will feel happiness again. You will be okay. And with that, I am grateful that I didn't disappear in this season. I'm grateful that I kept showing up imperfectly, harshly, with tears, all the things. I'm happy that I didn't go into complete isolation because I had my days. I'm happy that I allowed God to walk me through this season. I'm happy that I was obedient to Him through it all. The things that He told me throughout the season, the things that He told me at the beginning of the season, the things that He asked me to do, even though some of them were hard, I am so glad that I did because I see the fruit of it now. The series started in the middle of pain, in the middle of hurt, in the middle of chaos. but it's ending with great perspective. It is ending with great perspective. Not because it was perfect or I handled it perfectly. We all know that I didn't. But because I can finally see God was with me the entire time. He never left my side. And that scripture that talks about letting, counting it all joy when adverse situations come your side or you're tried, you're in the middle of trials, knowing that it's working something in you. Man, I'm going to do a whole separate season on that because that scripture is true. The messy middle didn't destroy me. I'm still walking through parts of it, but for the most part, I'm okay. It changed me. And maybe that was the point all along. Maybe God was saying, if you trust me, when you come out of this, you're going to be so changed. You're going to love the woman that you're coming out of. The woman that I knew was always there. So if you know of a woman in her own messy middle, please do me a favor and share these episodes with her. They're going to bless her. If this episode was good to you, please leave a like, a comment, share it with a friend. And remember that new episodes drop every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Hit that notification button so that you will be notified of new episodes and you will see what's next and what is coming. Because even though this is the end of this series, it's not the end of Becoming Marsha. We're just shifting into a new series now. So, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Thank you. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye.